EA Sports, and the are proud to present second round coverage of the Open Championship. Frank, when you come to the old course at St. Andrews for the Open Championship, you can just about hear the legends whispering to you. So many of the greats have made their mark right here.
It's the oldest, it's the best, and it's the one course that everybody, no matter where they're born, wants to play. Every great player has played St. Andrews, and that will be well in advance after our time, Rich. It's just something special. And when you see it and play it, you'll see the reason why.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. And they're close, about 8 feet from the cup. Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. Frank, that birdie will help the cause. Back here at the Open Championship on the 7th hole here at the old course.
Yeah, blind tee shot. This is one hole that really does advantage the long hitter. They can get it very close to this green, but this green has got some amazing undulations in it.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament. Frank, now at the par 3 8th, and how challenging is this hole?
Well, it's called short on the scorecard, but massive green. The problem here is trying to hit it close. A lot of little subtle breaks and undulations in this green. And often you see long, long birdie putts here.
And it makes the green in regulation. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Could it be?
Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee shot.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Just a beautiful approach shot. Shouldn't be a problem here. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader and that you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
Here we go. What do you want me to play? H1Z, Fortnite.
EA Sports and the RNA to present third round coverage of the Open Championship. So we're getting set now for the second 9 here at the old course at St. Andrews. And Frank, a chance to get off to a good start here with the short par 4 10th.
Yeah, it's a very subtle hole. It just looks straight ahead in front of you, but there is gorse down the left if you stray, especially into a head breeze. But really, it's drivable for most of the players. Just got to worry about those 2 bunkers, the sort of short right of the green. If you finish up there, then this hole becomes a little more difficult.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, this is a good position to be in for a player. Making birdies, making some moves.
Yeah, starting to get the momentum, too, for the finish.
Frank, number 11, the Eden, is really one of the more fascinating holes in all of golf.
Yeah, the 2 bunkers that the players normally worry about, Strath bunker in the front and the Hill bunker to the left. What makes those 2 bunkers so difficult is the steepness of the faces of it.
That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that 1 pot bunker just short of the green.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
That's a good par there, Rich.
Moving on now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what's the strategy here?
Once again, to avoid those pot bunkers, the first one is called Nicks, and then the other 2 up ahead, once again, they're called the Coffins. Somehow you've got to go right or left of those or beyond those. If you can go in the exact right position, which is slightly left center, you will actually have a full view of this green. Left or right of that, then it's a blind second shot.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
This is a good-looking shot.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle.
sneaks that in. We're now tied.
Frank, you can actually play this 14th hole by taking a detour to another hole on the front side. Explain.
Yeah, that's the 4th hole. The 4th hole is adjacent to the 14th, and if you're in a little bit of trouble off the tee, there's nothing wrong with playing the 14th as a zigzag style par 5. So that means the drive, if it doesn't go down the right, you go further left and then back. It's gone for a little extra. Whoa, that is long. I've seen some long tee shots, but the advantage to tee that ball up, get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present final round coverage of the 144th Open Championship. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Pretty good stroke right there, just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Frank, another famous hole, this time the par 3 11th.
Yeah, this hole was made famous by the left bunker, which is called the Hill, where Bobby Jones, when he first played St Andrews, couldn't get the ball out of the bunker, so in the end he actually ripped up his scorecard. A lot's changed since then, but the hole hasn't lost its luster.
Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Frank, how do you like the 12th hole here at St. Andrews?
Well, it's a beautiful par 4. You start to see the village of St. Andrews in the background, Eden Estuary to the right, and also decision time. If you're long enough, it's certainly worth having a crack at this par 4 with your tee shot. But if you're not a long hitter, then you've really got to worry about those 4 beautifully and well strategic positioned bunkers in the middle of the fairway. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
And setting up here in the rough. And it makes the green in regulation. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching 2 tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Now to the par 4 13th, and again, Frank, it's all about avoiding the bunkers.
Yeah, another hole that forces you to go either right or left of something that you can see. The 2 bunkers called the coffins right up ahead. You can also go beyond those, and if you do, you've got a much shorter shot in, but you've got to avoid those fairway bunkers. They are very costly.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your 3rd shot to 14. Has it come down yet? Not only is it straight, it's mega long.
Now his 3rd, staring right at the green. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
Just a little bit of a misread there. We smize.
And getting ready for the putt. And that's in for a par. Time to tee it up here at the 15th as we begin the closing stretch here at the Open Championship of the Old Course at St. Andrews.
There's a big steeple in the distance, so even when it starts to fog in a bit, if you can keep your eye on that, that's a good line off the tee. And you've got to keep it, your tee shot just short of this sort of heather, big crop of heather down the left side. It still leaves you a lengthy 2nd shot. But really, that's the safest way to try and play this par 4 15th. Very good par 4.
Up to the 15th green, but looking at a tough putt, considerably long, over 25 feet away. This one's tracking. right in the back of the cup, Frank.
Unbelievable.
Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole, and what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the nose, otherwise you're going to finish up in the principal's office. There's out of bounds over there.
He needs to get lucky. Frank, this is always such a difficult spot for a golfer. You just hit one out of bounds, you're trying to regroup.
He's going to need to more than regroup now.
So now he's playing his third shot, Frank, after hitting it OB.
A good tee shot, though. So let's see if he can string a couple of good shots together now. Well, Rich, it's been a disaster until this point, but there's an escape clause. If he can make bogey from here, that'll be some doing, something to be proud of.
Will feel actually pretty good. Sometimes you see players walk off a hole with a little bounce in their step, even after a bogey, because they've had to work hard for it. He'll take that one all day long. Very solid, about 15 feet away. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Frank, this is sort of bizarre. You're standing on the tee at the road hole, one of the most famous par fours in the sport, and you're aiming for a hotel?
Well, you're aiming over a series of letters that say the Old Course Hotel. If you can hit it exactly over that U, then you will be in the right place, which hopefully is down the middle of the fairway. You avoid that heather on the left. That bunker up ahead, the road hole bunker, you remember David Duval? He got stuck in there. Years ago, Tommy Nakajima, he could hardly ever get that ball out, and in the end succumbed, I think, to double figures. So the hole has more than one way to trap you, so stay away from the road on the road hole.
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. This one just requires a little bit of focus. That's just a poor putt right there. No other way to say it. And a drop shot, a bogey at 17. Shouldn't be a problem here.
In the big scheme of things, that bogey won't even count.
Headed for home now with a Royal and Ancient behind the green, a chance to cross the Swilken Bridge, just as Jack Nicklaus did, as Arnold Palmer did, as so many of the legends of the sport have done. This is a special place in the game. Beautiful looking shot right here. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole.
This looks like it's going to find the target. Repetitive is often sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular.
A bit of bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage, and you're not going to birdie every hole.
That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself, too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high-quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.